Good evening. I'm Belinda Todd. My co-host Rita Moore and I want to welcome you to another season of Fine Living Today. We're very pleased to have as our first guest of the season, Charvette Mitchell of the Charvette Mitchell Radio Talk Show. So, Rita, first of all, let's just tell our studio audience how wonderful it is to be here in practically a brand new studio. I came in tonight and I was just surprised at the improvements. It's really beautiful. So, thanks to the management of Comcast.
Thank you.
Yes, Charvette, and thank you for being our first guest.
I am honored to be here, the first show. Wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Well, you are our tech guru, if you will.
All right.
So we want to talk to you tonight about some technical things. But before we do that, I'd like to talk to you about, maybe Rita knows how you started in the business and some of the things you do. So first of all, where are you from? And
I was born in Milledgeville, Georgia, which
I know
the
Milledgeville.
viewer, you know Milledgeville?
Yes.
Okay, so that's crazy that you know Milledgeville, Georgia. My father was in the military. We ended up in Norfolk, and I've been in Virginia since I was in the second grade.
Okay.
Grew up in the Glen Allen, Virginia area. Went to VCU, and so I'm a Richmond girl, and just been here, and just love Richmond. Don't know when I leave, if I leave, but.
Well, sometimes we just never know what the Lord has for us.
Never
That's
know
right.
where life
Just
will take
stay
you.
open. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. So tell us about your business as a web designer. First of all.
Absolutely. So I create websites, and I tailor my websites to small businesses, churches, nonprofits, speakers, artists, a lot of female entrepreneurs, and really a website sets the foundation for your marketing. It helps to bring their brand alive, and so I endeavor to make something amazing for those that are trying to promote something, promote a business, a product, a service, or organization.
Now, I have to say that every time I log on to Facebook, I see Charvette, which is why I suggested that you come on tonight and just talk to people about social media. You start with the website, but you need to get people to that website.
Absolutely.
And there's so many different things you can do when it comes to social media. There's so many new things coming out now. Like I have Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I have Periscope. And it seems like every time I log on to Periscope, somebody I know is doing a video. And now that Facebook does videos,
Yeah.
you can't open up without having somebody going on live. Everybody's a star now
Everybody
with
can
Facebook.
broadcast now.
Yes.
So,
And I'm sure that you can put some of those videos on a website.
Yeah.
But let's just talk about Facebook and social media itself. Are you or do you consider yourself to be a social media guru?
I do. I consider myself a social media coach.
Okay.
So I have studied, like you said, whenever you log onto Facebook,
You're
you
there.
see me, which is good. That means my posts are working and my strategies are working.
They
and
are.
so I use Facebook to promote my business, to promote what I'm doing. It is really the best friend of a small business owner. It is the best friend of an entrepreneur, and
All right.
you've got to be on it. You have to be using it.
Well, tell me this, Charvette. I understand that.
Uh-huh.
Because there are so many businesses that I see them every day, even large corporations, large
Yeah.
department stores. Every day I will get email from them.
Yeah.
I understand that. But there are some people today who write something every day promoting themselves, and you just might not be that interested.
Well, that's an interesting point, and let me share this with you.
Okay.
I heard a business coach named April Frank. She's out in Oklahoma, and someone asked her, who's a business owner, do I
All
need
right.
to be on Facebook every day? Her response was, do you want to be making money every day? So you need to be working social media like it's a job.
Yes.
And honestly, yes, if you're promoting something, you do have to be out there. You have to be consistent. Now, unfortunately, whatever you're seeing, you don't think is that interesting. So
Just
maybe
keep
that
going.
person, maybe that person can work on that.
Yeah, because I think people are beginning to and perhaps even blog.
Yes, all of that is important. A
And-
blog on your website draws people to your website, and then it gives you something to talk about on social media, because you don't want to get on social media and just say, buy my book, hire me to speak, and you're always like this car salesman.
Right.
So yeah, all of that email,
So you
blogs
need a
tied
platform.
together.
You need something to talk about.
Yes, you do. You need something to share.
All right. You know, the first time I saw you, I met you, Rita, you were doing a workshop with various speakers.
Yes, the Social Media Live Summit, which we're doing again this year.
Exactly,
Oh, awesome.
exactly. So you were talking there, and you said wonderful things. There was so much information, but it kind of went in one ear and out the other. And by the time I got home, it's like, how you do that? What do you do now?
Just replay it.
She said replay it.
Yes, yes.
So-
So maybe tonight, as you talk about some things, I will now be able to grasp a little bit better.
Yeah, that's a good point, because sometimes it can feel overwhelming because people are
Especially
telling you
when
to
you're
do videos, post blogs, send out emails, and most people
Yes.
get overwhelmed with that and stop. So I am the type of person that says start slow.
All right.
If you are a person that's not posting anything at all on social media, start with 1 or 2 posts a week. Make that your homework assignment. So that way you won't have that whole list of all that great stuff Charlotte talked about at that conference, and I don't know what she said. So if you don't take anything away, viewers, start. If you're not posting on social media, start with 1 to 2 posts this week. And then next week, do another 2. And it's something about what you're promoting, something about your organization.
Do you know what? I can do that.
You can do that.
You need confidence to do that, though. On a
Perhaps.
regular basis. I mean, you have to think, because I think these people who are doing this without, let's say, a business behind them, they're just every day saying something, wanting you to read, they obviously have a lot of confidence in themselves to do that.
Well, you can start small. Maybe you just share an article. Maybe it's not something that you actually wrote or came up with.
That's a
Maybe
good
it's
idea.
a great
That's a
article
good idea.
you saw somewhere and you just share the article.
Okay.
So you can
Yes.
leverage other people's work. You don't have to come up with everything.
All right.
I use it a lot. Now, when I first started Facebook, it was just to communicate with family members because I have so many cousins and they're all over the U.S. and outside of the U.S. And I wouldn't be able to communicate with them if it weren't for Facebook. I say wouldn't be able to. We probably just wouldn't communicate. So I really enjoy Facebook,
Yeah.
and I know so many people in my age range and older who just don't want to be bothered with
That's
Facebook,
true.
don't have accounts. Some of them don't even have computers, still don't have computers. So I know that it's hard to convince people of the value of Facebook and the value of being online and social media. But the more I'm on there, the more I enjoy doing that. And I started out small. I'm still small. I come up with different ideas and I test them. And
Yeah.
I plan this year to really open up a little and start posting more regularly. And I come up with these, what they call memes.
Yes.
Yeah, and I use
Wow.
myself. It's a picture with something, some phrase or something on it. And I come up with them. I just put my picture on it no matter what
Well, and then I noticed there are Facebook pages for particular organizations, because I think I'm in 3 private
Yes.
Groups.
groups. Yes, yes. And I
Yes.
like that, because then everybody doesn't have to be privy to what we're talking about that they may not be.
I am so glad you brought that up, because hot off the press, like
Oh,
I'm breaking news.
Okay,
I
okay.
am launching a Facebook group. I haven't even posted this on Facebook.
Okay.
June 1st. So this is late breaking. You guys are the first ones to find out about it. And it's going to be Coaching with Vet, hashtag Coaching with Vet. You may have seen me post. That's kind of my little slang for if you're doing some coaching with me, because my nickname is Vet. But hashtag
okay.
Coaching with Vet, and it's for female entrepreneurs or females that want to be entrepreneurs.
I love
so
it.
It'll be a closed group,
I
and
like
we'll be
that.
launching June 1st. So look for Coaching with
That's
Vet.
You heard it here
Yes.
first
You
on
heard it
Prime
here
Minister
first.
Day.
Yes.
Coaching with Vet. Well,
Yes.
thanks, Vet. Thanks for
Well, we'll talk about the people, some of the things you've done for people to help them with their websites and
Oh, yeah.
how it's helped them.
Wonderful. I have a customer who owns a driving school in the Norfolk area. And we started working last year just to kind of beef up his page, he has a secretary that's helping him. He wanted to increase his likes. And so one thing I told him to do was, listen, you are meeting people in person. On lunch break, before you let them go for lunch, because driving school is 8 hours
That's
a day.
right.
Have you been to driving school?
Yes.
So I tell him, have them pull out their phone and look up his company and just click like on the page
Oh,
to
tell them
increase
to
his
do it.
likes. But this is what happened that we didn't anticipate.
Okay.
He got 146 reviews. 5-star, 143 were 5 stars.
Wow.
So when they pulled out their phone to go ahead and click like, they also went ahead and said 5-star, this is a good class. Stuff may be boring, but this teacher's good. And that was unanticipated with that one tip.
It paid off. You
It
just
paid
never
off.
know.
Yeah.
Just never know. That's the value of social media.
Yeah.
All right, now it seems like I am playing devil's advocate tonight, and I don't really mean to, but let me say this.
Let's hear it.
Yes.
Just like you could like somebody, could you use social media to say, you know what, I don't think she's a good teacher, I don't like her.
That's possible. So people can
Oh.
put negative reviews, people can put negative comments, but there are some things that you can do
Right.
to address it. So
Block
number one,
it.
if you're a business, you want to address it. And that actually shows validity for your business. If there is a negative customer experience,
that's
by
good,
you
that's
addressing it, saying, hey, we'll fix the problem, we will send you a message, how can we take care of it? That shows the validity of your business.
That's
Now,
right.
if it's something that's bogus, you can always delete it. So there's things that you can do.
You can?
Delete,
Yes.
block. I mean, I do it just
Yeah.
about every day. There's so much foolishness that comes up that you just delete and block. But what you were talking about is the negative views or reviews. A lot of companies now have social media managers who are there simply looking for that. And when it happens, they respond, they take care of the matter right away. I know people that had a problem with their airline and they were
Yes.
given free tickets. I know, in fact, did you hear about the Gibraltar mass? The lady who
Yes.
they get? Oh, but
I
I
am still waiting for the laugh.
I saw
I'm
it.
looking at that, I'm going,
I
that
saw
is
it.
not funny
Look, the
to
day
me.
before all of this thing went on, I had already gotten it, and she had me cracking up
You thought it
because
was
she
funny?
was so excited about
The
getting
funny
this
thing
new
was how
mask.
excited she was. Did you see that?
Yes, I
That
saw
was
it.
funny.
Yeah, I saw it. It was a lady who found out that Kohl's was selling this mask. She's obviously a
It's a
Star
Star
Wars
Wars
mask
Oh,
fan,
okay.
and she heard that they had this mask that made this noise when you open the mouth when you open it when you open your mouth, and she was so excited about getting it. So she videotaped herself taking it out of the box and saying, "It's for me. It's not for my children. It's for
And
me."
she's a middle-aged, average.
And she was so
Wow.
excited. And she told you, and she was having a hard time opening the box. She said, be patient, I'm opening. And because she shared this and you were going through that with her, when she finally got it open and put it on and opened her mouth and it made the noise and she started laughing. I'm telling you, I laughed with her. I thought it was
on
hilarious.
Good Morning America, the
Because that's
morning
what people
news.
want to see.
And I'm still thinking,
What's the big
funny
deal?
about
You
that?
You haven't seen the original video because you would laugh. Without a doubt, you would
I'm
laugh.
Like, if this makes her day, I'm so happy.
I can see the point.
Oh,
But
it
this
was
is what
fun.
people want to see. They want to see real life. They
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
see, you want a coffee at Starbucks. You don't always want to just post about your business or what you're selling or buy my tickets. You don't want that. You want to bring people along with you for the ride. And so something simple like that.
There's this
That's
lady
social.
named Sandri Kraskowski, and I look at her videos, and she says,
Yes.
do all of these things just to get the attention, just to get people to your site. Then you hit them with your business somewhere in between.
Exactly.
But stuff like that will get people looking. And look, you haven't seen that lady's video because you will laugh when you see it. She had me cracking up, and then the next day I heard that they came to her house and brought her more masks and gave her money and more Star Wars. I mean, this is what happens when these companies have social media managers who are following up on things like that, because now rewarding her, they've outsold those masks. They can't keep them on the shelves
This is funny. This is really something. Yes, the power of media
social
today.
media.
Yes.
On the way in tonight, I was talking to a girlfriend who lives in Atlanta. She was telling me about a man whose partner had died, and he didn't have enough money for the burial, and so he started a GoFundMe page. In 2 days, he got $12,000.
Yeah.
I mean, so the what you can do today is absolutely amazing.
I don't like that though.
But
Those
the first
GoFundMe
time-
things are working my nerves
Well-
because it's people that I don't really think need it are asking for it
But
because that's the thing to
don't
do.
judge. Just know that.
No, I'm not
that some
judging. I just
people-
don't give.
Because one
Right. You can choose
person
to
I
give
know
to.
asked for money for her college tuition, and I thought, seriously?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she wasn't a young student
Ah.
who was struggling. She was an older woman
Mhm.
who's been in grad school for a long time.
Okay.
So I thought, well, I wish I could, but I can't.
Yeah.
And but who knows? Who might think, oh, what a worthy cause? Let me give me a few dollars.
I've given to things that I knew about and I understood why they were asking. So I've given. But when it comes to people, just like any little thing, they feel like they can put that on Facebook. And you know what I do? I click on it to see, because you can see how much they've collected. And you could tell there are other people feeling the way I feel about it.
And then I see other people with causes that I think, oh wow, I want them to make it. And it's so, but it's all just like Trump.
Oh,
I mean,
my
had
goodness,
it not
yeah.
been for social media, do you think he could have gotten as far as he has?
Well, Obama used, so he was the first candidate
Right,
that really
that's
did
true.
that, and he did it successfully.
Right,
was very
and they're really
successful.
copying off of President Obama's
Yes,
administration.
yes. But
Yeah.
I mean, my goodness.
I'm not talking about that, okay?
No,
So,
that's not.
back to social media. Social media, yes. All of these organizations that have their own page and they have people who are now hired. And Sandy had a class on that where people were taking a class to learn how to become social media managers. Because what they can do, there's sites that you can go to tell you how many people clicked on your page.
Yeah.
There are ways that you can make ads. There are ways that you can reward people for saying something good about your organization. You can have a contest. There's so many different things. And I'm on Facebook observing these things, but I don't take advantage of them. I have to start taking advantage of them and
Yes, you
build
do.
we can build our business.
Absolutely. So, Charvette, what distinguishes a good, and I think we're crossing, we're talking about Facebook and we're talking about websites, so we keep,
Right.
segueing one to another, but what distinguishes a good website from just an average website?
So I can answer that. That's a good question. Number one, a good website will definitely have the information that people are looking for. So if they're coming to your site to buy something, then they are able to buy something. If they're coming to your site to find out what it is your business does, and they can find that out quickly on the home page, that's a good site. If the site is updated and you don't have information on there from 2001 and you haven't touched your site since then, that's not a good thing. So an updated site, a site that tells people right away what it is you do, what you have going on, it gives them some kind of offer, value, it gives them some kind of information, articles, blogs. So if they're not ready to purchase right then, they have something and you're demonstrating your expertise and your knowledge. So those are some of the we can get into colors and all that kind of stuff, but really a good website will do those things. Convert. You want to convert visitors into sales as much as you can.
What's interesting is that I have been searching for something or another out there, and I will come across somebody's blog.
Yeah.
For instance, one lady that I've come across is Catholic, and I'm not Catholic, and neither am I. My only son is a grown man, but she talks about parenting, and it's such a good blog that I'm always reading her. There's another woman, she's in, I think, Tennessee. There's another woman in the state of Washington or Oregon, something like that,
Right.
Northwest. She has a wonderful blog about health and healing.
Yeah.
And so it's so interesting that you can find these things, and when they're good, when everything is current and up to date, you get involved. You want
Absolutely,
to.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's the power of a
The
blog,
web.
and really why you need a blog on your website, because the search engines love blogs.
Okay.
Why? Because typically a blog is going to be one spot on your website that you're going to keep up. Because you're gonna blog once a month, once a week, every a couple times during the month. Some people blog every single day, but it gives something new to the search engines, and they like the blog, and it causes them to bring your site up in the search engines more frequently when people are searching and looking for things. So they may not type in your product, but they may type in something related to an article that you wrote, and that will bring them to your site.
Okay. I'm going to start blogging. I need to get into that because I have a site and I had someone really great create my site for me. But one thing she really didn't do was do things that will pull people to my site. Like you talked about having a blog and having articles and having things that will make people want to come to the site.
Right.
And I don't get that many hits, but right now it doesn't matter because I'm not selling anything. But I need to, I'm working on that.
Well, the interesting thing, Rita, is that you always come up with these wonderful names, handles. So
I use them all too.
clearly, your handle ought to be something that, for instance, I was looking for, there's a young lady who's going to be on our show, as a matter of fact, and she is a trainer, a personal trainer. And as I was looking for her, there were others across the country with the same kind of name, handle, and so I had to go sift through quite a few to get to her.
I like playing with that. I enjoy doing that. If someone needs me to find a name for you, I'll find one. I bought Reader's Digest. RITAS. Isn't that great? I think that is so. That's what I'm going to use it. That's right. Reader's Digest. Isn't that? I'm so smart.
Wonderful. and you got the one. What's the other one?
Say more.
Say more.
Talk more. MOORE.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I come up with some ideas. I really enjoy. I enjoy doing that. I've come up with some that I'm proud of. Even though I don't have, I'm not selling anything. I need to find
But I
something
want
to
to
sell.
talk to you about that.
Okay, we'll talk.
You don't want to wait until you have something to sell.
Okay.
You don't want to wait to do that. If you anticipate 6 months, 9 months, 12 months from now that you're going to be promoting an event, promoting a product or service, you want to be using social media, your blog, your website now because people will be coming to you and getting used to you now. See, here's the problem. When you wait, then it's going to feel like to the average adult, Rita just selling something. She just want me to come. Right, and then you haven't established a flow to your website. I have someone I talked to today. They have an event coming up. They're not on Facebook. They just got on Facebook. They have one friend and one like. They're in for a long haul. And the event is in a few months.
That's like if somebody emails you or calls you on the phone and you haven't talked to them in a long time, you go, okay, what does she want?
Perfect analogy. Right. Perfect analogy.
Okay. Well, I tell you, and I have a lot. I'm close to 5,000. I could have 10,000. Well,
Really?
Belinda, I don't accept every friend request. Right now, I have at least 50 waiting for me to respond. But I do not respond without looking at your page, looking what kind of stuff you post.
That's right.
Not everybody's gonna be my friend. Okay, I don't want stuff showing up on my page that's gonna knock me out of my seat.
Right.
And there's some crazy people on Facebook. So I check every one of them. But I know that I can expand that. And then I also have my business page, which is Rita Moore Speaks. But I don't really promote that, so I might have maybe 100 people that like that. And I need to go to those other people that are my Rita Flores Moore friends and transfer them to Rita. But like you said, I need to get started now. I was going to wait until I had myself
you have
together.
the summit coming.
In October, so we do need to start now.
Yes, ma'am. Put some fire under it.
And I'll ask you in front of our audience, will you be part of our summit this year?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Just making sure. Now, we brought our phones up here.
Yeah.
We brought our phones up here because of Periscope. Now, let me just say, every time I log on to Facebook now, there's someone with a video. It doesn't matter who it is. Everybody wants to be a star, and they're making videos, and I don't know why they're promoting themselves. Some of them need to go to Toastmasters. I'm telling you, some people who call themselves speakers can't even write. I'm being honest with you. You need to know how to speak and write before you can come out there and call yourself a speaker. And I'm not trying to be negative. Let me stay positive. Anyway, everyone's making videos now.
Yes.
Because Facebook allows you to make videos, and you could tell us about that in 1 minute. But also, there's Periscope, which are for Twitter users.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about this video that
Look,
came up.
Make it very elementary for me.
Okay, very elementary.
All right.
Your mobile phone has a capability where you take pictures, there's an option to do video. You click the button and it's usually red and you're live on the air. You're live on Facebook or you're live on Periscope. So I think after this break, we're going to get into more details about Periscope, video, why you need to be doing it, and Facebook Live.
We're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to get instructions.
Well, we're not ready for a break yet. Since we're talking, we're going to talk about video. We have about 3 more minutes before our first break.
Okay.
But I just wanted to say that I have a system called Talk Fusion. You can find it by going to megavisionvideo.com. And with Talk Fusion, you can make videos and send them to people instead of, because if you send someone a long email, they're not going to read it. But if you're talking in a video, they will watch your video. So you can send video emails, you can have video conferencing, video newsletters so that people will read your newsletters. And I want that on my website. We'll have to talk.
Absolutely.
But for 30 days, you can use that for free. So go to megavisionvideo.com. That's megavisionvideo.com. And you can use it for 30 days free. I just wanted to let you know. We'll talk more about videos later, but videos are what's going on now.
Yep.
People are making videos even if they don't have anything to talk about. They talk about what they had for dinner.
Yes.
Well, the new hairdo they're working on, the new lipstick color. And do you know that there are people on YouTube that talk about their makeup that have millions of viewers?
And they're getting advertising dollars to do it.
Yes.
So
There's
video is
a-
your new secret weapon.
Is it
really
like
is.
the lottery?
What
That
do you
only
mean?
1 in a million, this will get lucky enough to, well, of course, everybody's not going to become a star from this, but how likely is it to really increase your sales or yourself?
Oh,
Is it-
absolutely. Video is absolutely the top thing you need to be doing right now because it helps you establish rapport the quickest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Email, letters, writing, blogging, all of that you need to do that.
Uh-huh.
Facebook, but when people see you, they can establish a rapport and get to know you quicker. It cuts down the turnaround time to get to know you quicker. So that's why video is powerful. And people evidently, the consumer wants it.
Yes.
Because we wouldn't have Periscope. We wouldn't have Facebook Live. YouTube wouldn't be as powerful as it still is.
Yes.
Which is owned by
More
Google.
popular.
Which is owned by Google. We have Blab. We have your platform. So the consumer wants video.
So how easy is it to make a video?
It is so easy. It is so easy.
Let's make a video now. Would you
Okay,
like to?
sure.
Okay, we're
All
getting
right.
ready to take a break. But as we go to break, I want to make a video. Let's see. Let me just switch this to video.
That's all you have to do.
That's all you have to do.
And then you have a red button.
Yes, it's a red button that you push that says go. And
Exactly. You turn the camera around.
as we
Make
make
it
our video
horizontal.
and I fix my hair, we're going on a break and we'll talk to you in a few minutes. Let's make a video about what we're talking about. Oh, it's best.